least have to be in specific circles already or know specific people to get there. So it does take a little bit of looking. TV is dying because of streaming services. Yeah. More people listen to radio than go on the internet. I don't know if that's true. Maybe in car rides. You have a pool of advertisers that can potentially play ads on your channel. You can blacklist them. But it's not like your value is going to go down necessarily. I'm really confused on how you guys are arguing about this. Jim Crow is all Democrats. Okay, first of all, like, we got to take into mind that parties have switched multiple times since the beginning of time, since the beginning that parties were a thing. They've evolved over time. They have different positions. So saying it doesn't matter if Jim Crow was all Democrats or Republicans. Like, parties change in general. The Democratic Party, just like the Republican, 50, 60 years ago, are not the same as today. The most powerful, died in 2010. Yeah, you are, believe it or not, things change. Some things stay the same, some things change. Parties are something that switch. I want to give them, what? So the chance out of poverty is getting rid of welfare? How does that make sense? I'm confused. So I'm just going to back off now. Lol, you're not understanding claims and this is the best medium to communicate. You stated that YouTubers don't pick advertisers, so I don't really know how to convince you that data collection is necessary. I'll just drop it now and move on to a fun racism topic instead. Cryptic Pyro, if you want to DM me and we can talk about this more offline and stuff. Because, yeah, I'm obviously not getting something here that I'm open to learn. That I'm open to, like, understand more about. Because from what I understood, right, even if you get to choose, like, oh, I'd rather have X advertiser than this advertiser, I'm going to blacklist one, isn't it going to still, like, how heavily is that going to affect your revenue stream? It's not like you get to pick whether this one gives you $1 and this one gives you 50 cents, or you know that information ahead of time. Yeah, race realist is someone who believes that races have different traits such as IQ and believe it's genetic. Nope. What do you mean you address that? Welfare should be something to help you out of poverty, not saying it. The parties never switched. I don't know what you mean by parties never switched, because parties change all the freaking time. But yeah, it should help you get out of poverty. Part of that is not having a system that discourages, like, single families, right? Like, forcing people to stay with their partner is not going to help anybody. My argument about odds, and you can just have extensions to block them. I'm not talking about censorship on Reddit. I'm saying the way the internet is architected, your personal data is your responsibility to protect. That's not a fair argument to make, right? You're basically acting a lone consumer to fight off the technology and fight off the resources of billion-dollar companies. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're... Oh, you're not talking to me. Okay. Here, it's late. Obviously, I have low 5 IQ. Do you guys want to raid somebody, perhaps? Mayhaps? Perhaps? It's been a fun stream, guys. Thank you guys for putting up with me and hearing me argue. I don't care it's not my fair argument. You don't fundamentally understand how the internet is architected. It doesn't fucking matter exactly how the internet is architected, or if it's like, we, as a society and as the government, right, have ways to help others or have ways to make our place like a better world, right? And as long as those resources exist, we should work towards that. Now, is it going to be perfect? No, like you stated, like the internet is not structured in a place where that makes it easy or even like, you know, close to ideal. However, does that mean we should just wash our hands off and be like, well, that's just how it is. That's just how it's structured, and, you know, whatever. No, not either. Imagine if we use that argument for fucking everything. It's such a bad argument. I could be like, well, you know, humans are just inherently going to commit crime no matter what. That's just how human nature is. So why do we even have laws? Like, the point is that, yeah, the internet, the way the internet is structured, you're absolutely right. It makes it very hard to pass laws like that or to create infrastructure that works as best as you want. That doesn't mean that you're just like, okay, let's give up, guys. Let's just forget about it. Like, please. There's something I was going to say. Also, I have a hard time believing that, and I hate China, and I don't want to be like China, right? But, like, literally, I could be like, Oh, well, China has done a pretty decent job at at restricting the internet with their populace. Not perfect, but pretty decent. Um, I don't even know how I feel about censorship about in the internet completely. But the point I'm trying to get here is that just because it's hard or whatever doesn't necessarily mean not to do it. But internet is not architected like that. Companies and private companies' responsibilities are what the law says. Laws can be changed. Thank you, Henry. Right? Like, the internet isn't constructed in such a way that companies should be absolved from responsibility. That doesn't make sense. That's a legal issue. That's a societal issue that we should work towards. Not be, not just, yeah, forget about it. Yeah, read! Or just fucking read. We were forced to move China and get re-educated in one of their camps. Would you kill yourself first? Yeah, I think I'd kill myself first. Easy. I think I'd rather... I have nightmares about going to China, literally. I think I've told you guys this before. I've had literal nightmares where I'm like... where I'm being persecuted by the Chinese government because of the shit I say on my stream. And they try to kill me. It's scary. It's not a good experience, long story short. Not something I recommended. Yeah, I have multiple times, especially with what's going on in Hong Kong. That shit fucks me up. It's insanity. I meant, oh, you're not talking to me. I'm like, oh my god, people are talking to me. And I'm like, no, never mind. Shit, my head hurts. We have to rate someone, guys. Pick your character. Give me recommendations. Relevant song. We can do him. We can jump on that. Yeah, we didn't see Italy the other day as well, so we gotta switch it up. I know, chat started to chat with each other, left me hanging. Doesn't give a fuck about me anymore. Like, okay, I see how it is. No, it's okay. I'm sorry if I'm being very frustrating to you guys, and I'm sorry if I'm not, understanding everything that you're saying. I'm kind of dead. We've been like 6 hours in, basically. I really enjoy your patience. I enjoy talking to me.